What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Mika Chanel, back with another edition of Mika Chanel is Just Saying. Tonight, we're talking about The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 6, Episode number 5. You guys, it is New Year's Eve tonight. I was supposed to have done this vlog last night, and I didn't get to it. So I'm like, let me try and get down here right now before I start, drinking. I've already been drinking a little bit, so hopefully everything that I say in this vlog is going to make sense to you guys tonight. But I just wanted to get my last vlog of the year in, and hopefully you all are out there having a safe and happy new year. You probably will see this tomorrow when you guys are laying in your bed hungover and not wanting to move. Anyway, so I just want to get this done, my last vlog of the year. I'm really excited about the new year. It's my favorite holiday. And I'm just ready for new adventures in the new year. Anyways, The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 6, Episode number 5. It opens up with Lisa Rinna. She is going over to Carl. What's her name? I was gonna say Carl. Y'all, the dang champagne. It's actually, this is like rosé mixed with vodka, which is probably not a good idea. It was probably a horrible idea, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes by the end of the night. Anyways, like I said, Lisa Rinna was at Kyle's store because Mauricio, Kyle's husband, had told her on her birthday that his gift to her was that she can go to Kyle's store and pick out basically anything in the store that she wanted, and he would he would pay for it. Kyle would bill him or whatever. So. And Lisa Rinna is like, some people may have turned that down because Kyle had already given me a gift, but I'm not most people, so I'm gonna accept both gifts. And I'm like, I don't turn down gifts either, Lisa Rinna. I don't give back gifts, and I don't turn down gifts. If you want to give me something, I may not necessarily want it, but I'm gonna take it anyways because I like gifts. What woman doesn't like gifts? What person doesn't like gifts? Man or woman? Everybody likes to give, to receive. People love to give, yes, but it's very good to receive too. I know they say it's always better to give than to receive, blah, 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 whatever. I like to receive. I like to give, but I also like to receive, so it's just as good to give as it is to receive in my book. So go ahead, Lisa Rinna, and get that dang on. What did she end up getting? That jacket, right? She got that jacket. I can't really remember what it looked like. Anyways, we're gonna move on because it wasn't really much going on up in there. It's Kyle did mention to her that they were gonna go to the Hamptons because that she was going to Hamptons because she's opening up a pop-up shop, and then Lisa Vanderpump is gonna be there because she's getting some kind of award, I think she's getting there. So she invited Lisa Rinna to come along or whatever. So this is gonna be like a whole nother like girls trip, which their girls trips are always fun. So I'm looking forward to seeing them in the Hamptons. Anyway, so move on. Lisa Vanderpump and her husband Ken, now they're taking their swan. His name is Hanky. They're taking Hanky to the vet to get checked out because I guess Hanky has some stomach problems or whatever. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm sitting here like, well, how the hell do you know that a duck has stomach problems? Did he walk over and quack, quack, quack and tell you that he got stomach problems? I mean, like, how do you even know? But, I mean, and then they boo-boo in the water, right? So, I mean, I don't even know how you see it. Maybe the people that clean their pond out told them that it's like diarrhea in there. I don't know. The whole thing is strange to me. And then they're trying to get this big old swan with this long ass neck into the back of their SUV, and I'm just like, you don't have a cage for this animal to be in, like this bird to be in? And he ended up biting Lisa. I think he also bit Ken. I would have been like, that's it. We would have pulled over to the side of the damn road right then and there, and he would have got the fuck up out of my car. I don't play that biting. My cat, he better not bite me because he gonna be the fuck up outside. I don't care if it is the middle of winter in Chicago. Okay, he gonna be outside. I got time to be getting bit by no animal that you're feeding. Okay, you ain't supposed to do that. Anyways, I don't know, but my thing is just gonna put the damn duck to sleep. Who gives a shit? The duck got diarrhea. Get you another duck. I don't understand, but I'm not an animal person, so I guess I'm never gonna understand people and their dogs and people in all of their animals that they have. Like I have a cat, but the cat is just here as a companion to my daughter. And we were too lazy to get a damn dog because there are a lot of responsibilities. So we settled on the cat. But other than that, I don't even care too much about this dang cat that we have. So it's hard for me to understand sometimes how much people love their animals. Because if that damn duck would have been me, his ass would have been out the fuck about the car. Anyways, we're gonna move on. I spent too much time about this damn duck. So the next thing we see, Yolanda and Erica, they pull up to the park. They are meeting Kyle, and they're all gonna go for like a little walk, and it's kind of, I guess, to introduce Erica to Kyle and then work her into with the rest of the group or whatever. And so Yolanda in this scene looks a lot better. Like, you can tell that she doesn't have a makeup, or if she does have a makeup, she doesn't have on a lot. She looks to me that she didn't have on any makeup. But she looks a lot better than she did in the, I don't know which episode that was, if it was the first episode or the second episode, which was Lisa Rinna's birthday party. Yolanda looks a lot better then, and she just, to me, she just looks like she got some sleep and she got some rest, because I guess she had just came back from vacation with her husband. So I'm even more confused now, you guys. Like, I really don't want to. I hate the fact that the ladies are even hinting around to the fact that Yolanda may be kind of faking her illness, or it may be something more mental going on. I don't like that aspect of it. But at the same time, I'm still really, really confused, because she looks perfectly fine, and she seems to be healthy in that scene. And she doesn't have on any makeup, but yet she looks a whole lot different than she looked in the other scene. So to me, it just looked like she got some rest. Like, the bags were gone, you know what I mean? Like, she still had some, but they were pretty much gone. Like, so it's like, I am like so confused, because we're only on episode 5, and she's gone from looking and acting like she was on her deathbed to now going for walks in the park and meeting the ladies for cocktails and things like that. So, and looking a lot better, even without the makeup. So I'm really confused, you guys. Anyways, hopefully, I don't want this whole season to be about Yolanda's illness, but at the same time, I want some kind of clarity on what the hell is going on, like with this Lyme disease. Like I told you guys, I have researched Lyme disease, and from what I researched, and the symptoms that she says she has are the symptoms that people would get if they weren't being treated, based on the things that I read. So, but she is being treated. So I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on. So anyway, so they're walking through the park. Kyle and Erica, they kind of bond over the fact that they were both young mothers, and they both have daughters that are in their early 20s, which is a little different from some of their other girlfriends. And so they kind of bond over that. And then how did it come up? I don't remember how it came up, but somehow Kyle brought up her depression and things, and the illness that she thought she had after her mother passed, which turned out to be depression or whatever. And this seemed to kind of offend Yolanda a little bit. And so Yolanda's like, well, yeah, depression can do this, but what I have is not depression. I have, my immune system is really bad. And then she starts talking about her implants are leaking, and a doctor found that out, that her implants are leaking, and some of them have come over into her lymph nodes under her arms or whatever. So now I'm like, well, maybe that's what's wrong with her, because I have heard of silicone leaking and getting into your bloodstream, and it can make you very ill. So maybe once she has the implants removed, maybe she's going to be all better. I don't know. But then she moves on from that to say that her 2 children, Bella and Anwar, also have like really, really weak immune systems, and they both contracted Lyme disease. And so Kyle is like, what is this about? Like, how can 3 people in the same family have Lyme disease or whatever? And Yolanda's like, well, we grew up on, we basically lived on a ranch their whole entire lives. They love horses and, or whatever. But then she flips it, right? And throws shade. And like, just like nobody knows the long-term effects of Botox. And I'm like, ooh, deflecting much? Are you? Okay, all right, I get it. Because she seemed a little offended by what Kyle had said about being depressed or whatever. So I think that was just her way of, of getting back. But she was basically saying that Anwar and Bella have Lyme disease. And I talked about it in my Housewives Roundup. I think it was the last Housewives Roundup that I did, or it might have been the one before that. But I know I talked about the fact that them two both have it, have Lyme disease, and my opinions on that, and just things that I researched about that. So if you guys are interested in my thoughts on that, check out my Housewives Roundup. Anyways, so that was pretty much it. And hopefully once she get these implants removed, I'm hoping that this is going to help her, because that could possibly be what's making her sick, just because the silicone is leaking. You know, I mean, it happens. So shit happens. Anyways, Lisa Rinna, this woman, she never, ever, ever ceases to amaze me, okay? This woman is getting her coochie waxed and her ass waxed on TV on her bedroom floor. Now, the lady that came over to wax her, I guess, has been her waxologist for the last, like, what did she say, 17 years, right? I'm like, oh my God, this lady has been pulling your coochie hairs for 17 years. Okay, I get it. So she's like all laid down on the floor. She got her leg over here just all spread open, and the chick is just doing it. Then she flips over on her stomach, got her ass all up. The chick is just taking the hair out her ass crack and stuff. And I'm like, oh my God. Do you not know that the cameras were running? Like, and they were blurring all this out, which means that the cameramen were seeing all of this. Like, oh my God. Like, I am not approved, but I don't think I would be comfortable in a scene like that. But hey, at the end of the day, you know, it's their real life. They have to pretend that the cameras aren't even there and just go about their day as if it was just a normal day or whatever. So, I mean, I guess on a normal day, Lisa Rinna gets her coochie waxed on her bedroom floor. That woman is a mess. She just kills me. She just does some things. She says some things. She is like hilarious to me. That woman is just, she is so freaking funny. But basically, she was saying that she needed to get all that wax because she was going to be on the beach. She's going to Canada to visit, to meet with her family, because they're already in Canada, but she had to stay back for work. I guess this is a family trip that they take every year that they all look forward to or whatever. So that's why she was getting her coochie waxed. That shit look painful as hell. I don't think I can do it. No. I tried it one time years ago. I mean, at least like 7 years ago, and it just wasn't right. And the lady told me that I had stubborn hairs, and she was having a hard time getting them off or whatever. And I was just like, you know what? Okay, I will stick to my razor. I don't need to be clean, all the way clean like a newborn baby down there anyway. I'm like, I'll stick to my razor and just trim it up with my little scissors, get a little ball fade. Go on with your wax, girl. Go on with your wax. I like to kick that damn lady in her face. I mean, she was just down there and she was tugging and snipping and doing. I was like, what the hell are you doing? Do you not know that I'm like exposed up here? No, so that was like at least 7 years ago. I think my daughter was like 1, maybe 1. She may not have even been 1 yet, but she's 8 now. So yeah, that was a long time ago. I don't see how women do that. How do you guys, women that get waxed, how do you guys do that on a regular basis? I could not even imagine getting that done on a regular basis. Oh, no. Anyway, so that's what Lisa was doing. So in the next scene, you see Kyle and Lisa Vanderpump. They are going to the CBS studios because they are visiting with Eileen on the set of Young and the Restless. Eileen just kind of wants to show them around or whatever, but she seems a little uptight. Did you guys get the feeling like Eileen just was seeming a little bit uptight? Like, she wanted them there, but she didn't want them there. It's like she wanted them to be seen, but not heard. Don't touch anything. Don't be too loud. Don't do this. Don't do that. And I'm like, girl, don't you know you picked the wrong 2 chicks out of this clique? So to bring, if you wanted some people to act like grown-ups, Kyle and Lisa are not the ones to pick, okay? Because they like to joke. They do things. They like to have fun. They like to, just joke around with people and be pranksters. And that's kind of how they are. And so, yeah, girl, you picked the wrong 2 people if you wanted them to be all calm and cool and not make a scene on the set. And then Lisa's ass, she loves to be the center of attention regardless. Like, she's like, oh, can I have one of your lines? Can I play Ashley today? And you read the lines, but I'm gonna be Ashley, and I don't know. Lisa Rinna loves attention. I mean, Lisa Vanderpump loves attention, and which all of the ladies love attention, but Lisa Vanderpump definitely loves to be the center of attention. And Eileen seemed to me that she was getting a little bit irritated, or maybe I was reading too much into it, but it seemed like she was just getting a little bit irritated with Lisa Vanderpump. Anyways, and then they move on and kind of discuss how what Lisa Rinna was basically saying about Yolanda and her illness or whatever, and they were saying like, Yolanda would be really pissed if she knew that, that Lisa was going around telling these stories or whatever. And Eileen's like, well, she has to know that people are talking about her, and I don't know. It seems to be a conversation that makes Kyle and Lisa Vanderpump very uncomfortable, and they don't want to talk about it. But Eileen is like, well, shit, she got to know that people are thinking that she's faking it, because, hell, common sense would say that something's not right. Anyway, so then you see later on that afternoon, all of the ladies meet for cocktails. It's like lunchtime, probably like late afternoon or something. The ladies are meeting for cocktails, and this is how Erica is going to get introduced to everyone. And immediately I get the vibe when Lisa Vanderpump comes in. I get the vibe that Lisa Vanderpump is a little taken aback by Erica. I feel like Lisa Vanderpump right away, I don't know, it was kind of look on her face and kind of like just things that she was saying like right off the bat that made me feel like she may be a little threatened a little bit by Erica. But maybe it's like, again, maybe it's me reading too much into it. I mean, we shall see what's gonna happen, but it just kind of I don't know, just kind of, with the whole, like, you can't wear pink. And I know she was joking about it or whatever, but I don't know. I just feel like Lisa Vanderpump may be a little, feeling a little threatened by Erica. And so, all the other ladies get there. Kyle gets there. Who else comes in? I don't even remember. Everybody else comes. Eileen comes. Everyone basically was there except for Lisa Rinna. She was not able to be there, of course, because she was, with her family in Canada. And so, what's her name? Erica has on this ring that's like $189,000. And I'm like, whoa, okay. I know that's right, Erica. So she just takes it off and passes it around to everybody like it's nothing. And I'm like, girl, if I got a $189,000 ring on it, no one is touching it, okay? It's not leaving my finger. If it does, it's going into the safe, okay? It's not going into anybody's hands. So anyway, so she passes it around. Everybody's looking like, oh my God. They tease her a little bit about how she got the ring. Like, what was she doing in the bedroom? And, all this. And Kyle feels the same way I feel. Like, Erica might be giving Lisa Vanderpump a little run for her money, being the whole put together person, the diva of the group, or so. So I don't know. We're gonna see how that all plays out. Anyway, so they bring up the fact that Yolanda's kids are sick. I'm not sure. I think Kyle brought it up. And then Yolanda goes with it and is talking. And Lisa Vanderpump is sitting there like looking all confused. Like, I've known these kids basically their whole lives because she's friends with Yolanda's ex-husband, Muhammad. Her and Muhammad are really good friends, and they host parties together and things like that. And she's like, I have never heard that any of these kids were ever sick. So she has this look on her face or whatever, but Yolanda's going with it. And she's like, basically anybody could have Lyme disease. And she points at Kyle and she's like, they could check you and you might have Lyme disease. I'm like, Yolanda, now every damn body got Lyme disease. I mean, it's just lingering in our bodies, waiting to, just dormant, just waiting to come out. I don't think so. I don't really think that that's how it works, Yolanda. I don't know. Anyways, finally Eileen showed up and she's looking at Erica and she's like, whose friend are you? I would have been so offended by that if I was Erica. You know, she played it off well, you know, but I would have been very offended if I was Erica. You know, like somebody just sitting down. And whose friend are you? And what are you doing in this circle? How do you belong here? You know, like, Eileen, what was that about? So, you know, they kind of get over that and they start discussing the Hamptons and everybody's like, oh yeah, we're gonna go, it's gonna be a good time. And Erica's like, yeah, if Kyle's coming, you know, Kyle seems like a lot of fun, I'm a lot of fun, we're gonna have fun. And Eileen again is like, how are you gonna get there to Erica? And I'm like, well, what kind of question is that? Okay. Erica's like, well, actually, if you want to know, I'll be in Chicago at a show and then I will get on my plane and then I will fly to the Hamptons. Do you have any more questions, Eileen? Anything else you want to know? And everybody's like, oh, your plane. And then they discuss her being an entertainer and all of this and all of that. And then it comes up that her husband is 76 years old. I don't remember how that came up. She was just kind of talking about her life and how they met and everything. So it comes up that he's 76 years old. Now the look on the women's faces was priceless. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I always live tweet this show. And I just put up the meme of from Friday with Ice Cube and Chris Tucker when it was like, damn. Because the look on their faces, especially Eileen. Eileen had the look of utter disgust on her face. She had a look like she had just tasted something or seen something that was just the most horrific, just the most offensive thing that she had ever seen or heard in her life. Like, that's the look that she had on her face. Like, some of the other ladies, they were all like looking shocked, of course, because I mean, you married to a 76-year-old, you know, and you're in your 40s, you know, everybody's looking shocked. But Eileen just looked utterly disgusted, you know. And then, did y'all catch Yolanda Shade? This is how they got the fact that came up that he was 76. So Yolanda Shade, she was like, yeah, because Erica was talking about, you know, how she met her husband and all this and all that. And then here go Yolanda Shady ass talking about, yeah, I think him and Ken would get along. I think Tom, I think it's her husband's name or something like that. I think they would get along, he and Ken would get along very well. You know, and then she goes, yeah, my husband's 76. I'm like, okay, Yolanda, so you saying that her husband would get along with Ken because Ken is the only other husband in the group that's, you know, in his 70s, that's, you know, basically a senior citizen? Is that what was going on? I caught the shade, Yolanda. All right, it is what it is. Let it go. I mean, the man's 76 and Ken is 70. So, hey, you know, whatever. But then Lisa, being Lisa, has to bring it back around to her, talking about how is he in the bedroom because Ken is, you know, he just wants to go and go and go. And I was hoping that he'd been to slow down. Erica's like, no, my man don't need Botox. My man is good. I am satisfied, honey. I'm sitting up here like, y'all are talking about these damn men that's damn near 80 years old. Now, y'all know these men are not giving it to y'all like that, okay? Now, they might be a little horny, but they're not giving it to y'all like what y'all trying to make it seem, okay? So don't try to make us fall for the hype, okay? We ain't gonna believe the hype. Don't y'all believe the hype that y'all selling to yourselves, okay? Now, I'm not saying you can't have a satisfying sexual life. I'm just saying, I know he ain't giving it to you like, like you want us to believe that he's giving it to you. Anyway, so then Lisa goes on and on talking about Ken's a stallion or whatever. But I feel like at this point, Lisa's just rambling because she just wants to talk and she just wants to be everything about her. So she's just rambling. And then Eileen jumps in and saves her. And she's like, yeah, she threw him a birthday party. It was gorgeous. It was fun and da-da-da. And then Lisa, you know, then they start changing the subject. And how did they change the subject? Oh, yeah, because when she brought up Ken's party, when Eileen brought up Ken's party, then Yolanda goes, well, yeah, so I heard that Taylor and Lisa Rinna, you know, were having a conversation or whatever. So then Eileen jumps in, and Eileen thinks that she's defending Lisa Rinna, but actually she's throwing Lisa Rinna under the bus. And so she's like, look, Lisa, there's talk going on, and Lisa wants to talk to you about it herself. People in the streets, don't you know that people are talking about you? Okay, well, if you don't know, people in the streets are talking about you, girl, okay? And Lisa Rinna was only trying to be a friend and stick up for you or whatever. And then Yolanda's like, Lisa, wait a minute, I heard it was Taylor doing the one that was talking shit, And then Eileen's like, you should have shut your mouth, Eileen. You shouldn't even open your damn mouth. You should have just stayed quiet. Okay? Stay quiet. Like you have been doing. Just stay quiet. But then, Yolanda, and rightfully so, is upset and she's a little offended and she decides to leave. She's like, I just had it, I've just had it right now, whatever. So she decides to leave, and I probably would have left too. Eileen made it a really uncomfortable situation. But hey, it is what it is, Yolanda. The streets is talking. The streets are talking, girl. Get your business there in the streets. So it is what it is, Anyways, and then in the next scene, I guess Hanky is doing better. Yolanda and Ken Swan is doing better. So for some reason, not Yolanda, Lisa and Ken's Swan is doing better. So for some reason, Lisa decides that she wants to have her little interview with the duck on her lap, and she's kissing him and stroking him. And I was just like, was I the only one a little disturbed by that scene? I'm like, what the hell y'all be doing to these animals? Come on. Why are you stroking this duck like that? He probably felt a little violated, because I felt violated for the duck, okay? And where the hell is motherfucking Jiggy? What happened to Jiggy? Jiggy is like a thing of the past now. Hanky done took over, okay? Anyway. So in the next scene, we see Yolanda. She is at her Malibu home. She's not staying at the apartment. She's in the kitchen with her children, all three of them, Bella, Anwar, and Gigi, the oldest. I think Gigi is the oldest. And her mother is also there. She's in town from Holland. So they're all there to support her because she's getting ready to go for her surgery. So they're sitting around, making lunch. Gigi's making some kind of tomato soup or grilled cheese dippers that actually sounded pretty good. And it actually made me want to make a grilled cheese with some dang on tomato soup. But anyways, so they start talking. I don't know how they got on the subject, but Yolanda brings up how people think modeling is so easy. And Yolanda's like, it's not easy. You got to get up at the crack of dawn and you got to be up all day and this and that. And then Gigi is like, yeah, and you got to be, you got to look good and be nice. I'm like, well, if all you got to do is look good and be nice, Gigi, I don't think that's going to be that hard of a job, okay? It was funny, but Gigi, both of her daughters are gorgeous. Her son is handsome as well, but both of her daughters are very gorgeous. Gigi, have y'all been seeing her on the Victoria's Secret commercial? She's the new one of the new Victoria's Secret angels, which is kind of amazing and great. Anyway, so they go up to the top of the hill, and the view from the top of Yolanda's hill is amazing. Okay, you got the mountains, you got the ocean. It's just the most amazing view you could ever probably ask for. For me at least, shit. I live in the damn Midwest. Only thing I'm seeing right now is snow and motherfucking pine trees. Anyways, so they're out there talking, and I just don't understand why Yolanda is being so, so dramatic about her surgery. She's only having her implants removed. That's all she's having done. And so, but she's like showing her will to the kids and telling them where it is and saying, look after my mommy for me and all this. Like she's scaring the kids on purpose or something. I don't know. I'm just like, girl, you're only getting your implants taken out. Why are you acting like this? And I can tell you something. I know my mom has told me exactly where her life insurance information and all that stuff is, but she's never actually brought it out and showed it to me. I think that's a bit strange, right? I didn't understand what that was about. Like, I can understand telling them where it is, but why do they need to see it? I don't know. The whole scene was disturbing to me. It was just overly dramatic on Yolanda's part, and I felt like she was really scaring her kids and her mother for no reason at all. What do you guys think? That was pretty much the end of the episode. What do you guys think about that? I just felt, I don't know. I just felt some kind of way about the way that she did that whole thing with the kids and her mom at the end. But I don't know, whatever. I'm sure her surgery is going to go well. You know, she's just getting her implants taken out. Hopefully, you know, this will help start making her feel better. Because I would think if you got some kind of foreign chemical, silicone, I mean, in your bloodstream, in your body, that would make you feel sick, right? So anyways, hopefully this makes her better. Anyways, you guys, that is all I have for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 6, episode number 5. Again, you guys, have a very, very, very safe and happy new year. I will see you all in 2016. Until next time, please stay real, stay safe, and stay tuned to Mika Chanel Is Just Saying. Bye-bye.